don't think, as a Rivers man, you don't think Wike is working in FCT? Do you think it's one of the ministers you rate high? Why is it difficult for you to be able to...
Let me give you this instance.
Okay. Of any longer?
No, I don't. As far as 2023 is concerned, P2B is still 100% better than Atiku and Tinubu.
But going forward, you don't think so?
Going forward, Atiku, Tinubu, P2B, they should step aside.
There are those who say if it was Peter Obi that was elected president, if it was Atiku Abubakar, they would have done better than what we are seeing today.
Nobody could have done better than what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing today.
I don't know what Kenneth is trying to achieve, but I don't think Kenneth is in a very good position. His profile, his direction, his wisdom, his capacity, his strength, and Kenneth is nowhere in position to make all.
I saw what happened with Kenneth Okonkwo, who said it no longer speaks for Peter Obi because he doesn't think that he has the grit and the firmness to be able to handle issues.
Let me say this.
Look at one Obaze that I used to respect. Look at what he wrote. Hey, Kenneth's going, he's going to greener pasture.
We are following Buhari because of 2 words. I am following President Muhammadu Buhari and I make no apologies for that.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News. I want you guys to hear what Dele Farotimi said about Kenneth Okonkwo. Remember we make videos about Kenneth Okonkwo, how he said that he don't believe on the movement of obedience anymore because Peter Obi is kind of that kind of presidential candidate or a man that will become a president of Mole Mole. I don't know if you know what is Mole Mole, like. Meke. Anyway, I'm serious. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube, this video you're about to watch, you must subscribe or please subscribe. During an interview with Sheung kind of asked Dele Farotimi because of his previous interview with Kenneth Okonkwo, what do you think about obedience or Mr. Peter Obi? Do you still support Peter Obi now that Kenneth Okonkwo is no longer of the opinion that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, should all step aside? For who, they don't know, but said they are not capable or merit that presidential seat for 2027. I want you guys to watch the response of Dele Farotimi to Kenneth Okonkwo. We'll be right back.
I saw what happened with Kenneth Okonkwo, who said it no longer speaks for Peter Obi because he doesn't think that he has the grit and the firmness to be able to handle issues. Are you still with Peter Obi? Do you hold similar notion, or what do you make of that kind of situation where he thinks what is going on in the Labour Party needed a firm and a very, very strong handling, but he didn't see that that Peter Obi was able to handle that situation the manner in which he did. Are you also disappointed with what is happening in the Labour Party?
Let me say this. What is happening in the Labour Party is, for me, the noise next door. I'm not a member of the Labour Party, and I have labored to make this clear before the election, during the election, and after the election. I have not concerned myself with what is happening in the Labour Party. Kenneth joined the Labour Party, so it was his business what was happening there. It's none of my business, and I've not made it my business. I'm not a politician. I am a citizen of a country that is not yet born, a victim of Nigeria looking to have a better country in the future. Peter Obi is a man that I admire a lot. I don't expect him to dictate what should happen in the Labour Party. When did he join them? The Labour Party is a party. It's not, I believe that if it's a party, to an extent, they would have to find a democratic means of resolving their differences. Peter Obi is not in a position to dictate the terms of their settlement to them, and I don't expect him to. Obviously, Kenneth Okonkwo has a different understanding of what Peter Obi's response should have been. He is a politician, just like Peter Obi is a politician. They are the ones who decide what political tactics works for them as politicians. Me, I'm not a politician. As of today, if there were to be a presidential election, Peter Obi is the person I'll still queue behind. because I believe in his capacity to take Nigeria in a non-violent manner to the revolution that I desire. I wish to see Nigeria turn around, and I don't want to see that happening violently. And I believe that Peter Obi has the mass appeal and the capacity to unite this country behind a vision for a better future. That is the basis. As at today, I don't know what he might do tomorrow that might change my mind. I'm a free agent. It might be that tomorrow he decides to align himself with persons that I do not believe I can work with, people that I believe cannot bring anything good to Nigeria. And on account of that, I might decide, okay, hasta la vista, we can't work together. But as at today, barring any dramatic happenstance, I remain solidly behind Peter Obi, and I will continue to support him into 2027 if he's going to run, and if we have managed to reform our electoral system. Because any election without a reformation of our electoral system, I'm not interested.
I mean, Kenneth Okonkwo went as far as saying, for 2027, Peter Obi, Bola Tinubu, Atiku should move aside.
Like,
or use,
yeah,
or you are of the opinion
that
2027, you are of the opinion that 2027, Peter Obi should realign or go back to the ring and see through his hat and run again for president. That's your opinion, and that's your stand, isn't it?
Let me put it this way. Peter Obi did not lose the last election. Peter Obi won the last election. INEC and the judiciary performed their magic. 2027, there will be no election without a reformation of our electoral system. If the electoral system is not reformed to ensure that beavers and electronic transmission from the polling unit becomes compulsory, I would not even bother to participate in that election, because you can be sure that Tinubu was not in power that ran and snatched and grabbed it. Already has the 2027 election results written. A Tinubu that will be busy appointing Wike's man as electoral commissioner, the most violent election rigger in Nigeria today, openly, is Wike. That is the person whose proxy was being appointed as
that's a weighty allegation.
Electoral commissioner.
That's a weighty allegation.
I said it because he's on video. Now I beg you, stop being politically correct. There are multiple videos and audios of Wike enforcing his political will in Rivers State over and above the sovereign will of the people of that state. Violently too. So this is not, please, I don't do beer parlor talk.
No, because
and when you need to balance things, you can. Are you suggesting? Okay, let's turn it into an argument. I am saying here, my name remains Dele Farotimi, and I am saying that there are more than enough material online showing Wike violently suppressing the right of the people of Rivers State to elect their chosen representatives. And I am saying that his personal aide, his person, has already been appointed a resident electoral commission since Tinubu came to power. So how can you be talking about a free and fair election in 2027 when it's already a fait accompli that without consequential amendment of the Electoral Act, without a consequential reformation of our judicial system, the same madness that took place in 2023 will repeat itself in 2027. If we do not tell ourselves these basic truths ahead of time, how can we even hope that anything will change? We have to be unapologetic and unrepentant in pushing the truth in their eyes. As I've told you, the truth is both a sword and a shield. I love wielding it as a sword and smashing them on the head with it, and I don't care for their feelings. I don't know how long any one of us is going to live. I'm not going to live my life kowtowing to the opinion, sentiment, or emotions of worthless human beings who have wrecked the life of thousands and millions by their actions and inactions. So we cannot be talking about an election in 2027 in the presence of the multiple madnesses that have remained with us in the presence of a situation where a corrupt INEC chairman will open his mouth and blithely declare on national TV, go to court. We can't be having that and be talking about an election in 2027. We must at least be honest enough to tell ourselves what is in front of us. If there is going to be an election worthy of his name, I will be out there supporting Peter Obi. If there will be an election and if we still even have a country, the way Bulaba is going with Nigeria, what do we know that will be left of this country by 2027? What will be left of this country? An emir is being killed in his own domain after ransom war. And we are talking about 2027. An Oba was killed. 2 Obas, for instance, were killed in Ekiti for the other time. And we are still talking about 2027. You practically don't have a functional state again. Somebody is single-handedly, without recourse to any due process, the due process law be damned, the PPP law be damned, single-handedly without public tender of any sort, be awarding a road at 4 billion naira per kilometer. And you are still talking about a country. Why are we lying to ourselves? We must, even if they will not agree, we must be unapologetic in telling these truths. Whether we would have a country in 2027 is up in the air. Hunger has become a real issue.
So, I mean, the government of the day will say, Mr. Farotimi, that they are making...
Which government? The government that cannot even ensure that we have fuel. Which government? Do you have government? You have exploiters, buccaneers, thieves.
But, I mean,
which government?
The government of the day will say they are making efforts in fixing the problem that they met on the ground. It's still early in the day.
Okay,
They just have about a year.
I'm Chinese too. I'm Chinese and I'm 6'7". Do you believe me? The government of the day has said they are making effort. We see the effort now. They are making effort. They are buying private jet. They are buying yacht. They are spending 21 billion to renovate. They are spending 90-something billion on Hajj. Is that the? And then they are falsely and fraudulently implementing Orosanye report. They are busy privatizing NNPC. We are busy refining in Malta and everywhere. We see the effort they are making. So I'm Chinese too, Sheung, and I'm 6'7". Do you believe me?
So you don't see any good that this government has done since the last 1 year?
It?
No, I'm asking. Because I'm a journalist. I'm asking.
I had no expectation of anything good from this government. Nobody steals power to benefit the people.
For those of you that have not watched the video of Kenneth Okonkwo, whereby he said that these people are not capable, so that you understand where Farotimi is coming from. So I want you guys to watch this particular video with Senshin and how he asked Kenneth Okonkwo his own political view about Atiku, Tinubu, and Peter Obi, and the points that he gave why he said that he is no longer supporting Peter Obi, because Peter Obi is kind of why you. Anyway, this guy is funny, but I want you guys to watch the video.
I've never had any personal grudge or disagreement with my principal,
Which is Mr. Peter Obi.
Absolutely. Indeed, I love and cherish him. And not just that I've never had any personal disagreement, I will never have any personal disagreement. Why? Because I have never made any personal demand from him. Not one. So it is not possible that we will ever have any personal grudges.
Does it mean that he doesn't have a fault?
But that's where I'm coming from. That's why I said we differ in temperament. Now, a Peter Obi will say, when he meets an issue, you know, my brother Ken, meaning, my brother Ken, what you're saying is the truth, but take it easy. Let us take it easy. Now, Kenneth Okonkwo will say, Kami felege modogu if he came. Instead of the mighty being drenched in shame, let a strong thing happen. Now, in the issue of Labour Party, you have an Abure who is constituting himself now as a nuisance. And Peter Obi, as the leader, came out and said, don't do that Congress. Don't organize it. I am not part of it. That there is an agreement which you signed to do an all-inclusive convention. Don't do it. And he will not attend. And Abude will go ahead and do it. And P2B will still be saying, oh, calm down, let us calm down. And Kenneth will say, punish these people. Because if you don't punish them, anarchy will come in.
Anarchy looms in the Labour Party.
Absolutely.
Not in Nigeria this time around.
The hypocritical government. A man who said, don't pity me, is telling you after 1 year that we should be patient. Do you want everybody to die before what they are talking about germinate? The Senate president said, do you want our president to die like the president of Iran? And I'm asking the Senate president, do you want Nigerian people to die of hunger like dogs? P2B is a man who wants to be too sweet for everybody. He is a man who wants to appear too sweet for everybody. And that is why they are licking him up.
So you are no longer P2B spokesperson?
Yes.
And you don't want that job any longer?
No, I don't. As far as 2023 is concerned, P2B is still 100% better than Atiku and Tinubu.
But going forward, you don't think so?
Going forward, Atiku, Tinubu, P2B, they should step aside.
You know, this particular video did not sit well with a lot of Nigerians. So I will not be able to put all response to Kenneth Okonkwo. A lot of people are calling him all kinds of names in the comment sections, and lots of people, notable people who have made several videos to counter his words and said, only you be Nollywood star, only you be lawyer, only you want to become politician. You as a politician, of what role have you played? Or like, what you don't win? You never even win Senate. You never even win common local government. You never win anything. You just join politics and you want to take control. And only you were in Afghan, from Afghan to APC, support Buhari. As worst as Buhari, only you want. They hate Buhari.
We are following Buhari because of two words: good governance. We are the ambassadors. Why would I not follow a president that has ensured the implementation of the railway from Lagos to Abeokuta to Ibadan to Osogbo to Ilorin, Jeba, Zungeri, Minna, Kaduna, Zaria, Kaduna? Why wouldn't I follow a president that has ensured that the railway from Port Harcourt, Aba, Umuahia, Enugu, Otupo, Makurdi, Jos, Lafia, Jos, down to Damaturu? Why wouldn't I follow a president that just opened the rail between Itakwe and Warri? Why wouldn't I follow a president that has ensured that the second Niger bridge is rebuilt? I am from the southeast. It has been it's an emotional issue for us. Whereas in the other regimes, we have been living in promises. Today, we are living in practicalities. We have been living in shadows. Today, we are living in substance. This is a president that will tell you, I will do something, and you will know he will do it.
Good. Who do you offend this country?
Check out, in the northeast, people are no longer refugees. They are now living in their homes. I want to tell you something. I am following President Muhammadu Buhari, and I make no apologies for that. I am an ambassador of good governance. It's not because of the person of President Muhammadu Buhari, it is because he's committed to good governance. And as the ambassador of good governance, take it home. You can't get a better person than President Muhammadu Buhari. We've had the history of power grabbers in Nigeria, aggressive power grabbers. If you don't give them power, they will leave you. They left PDP to APC because they wanted to grab power. If you don't give them, they will grab it. They are very few, they are very vocal, they are very cohesive. If you're not careful, they will come and take their own and take your own.
Anyway, before I come back for him, I want you guys to watch these videos of Okay Bakassi, what he responded to Kenneth Okonkwo. We'll be right back to do some messages to it.
Is that what Kenneth Okonkwo is actually?
So I don't know what Kenneth is driving at, but so for me, you understand, I don't know what Kenneth is trying to achieve, but I don't think Kenneth is in a very good position to make utterances about Peter, his profile, his direction, his wisdom, his capacity, his strength. And Kenneth is nowhere in position to make all those ones. And I'll tell you my reason. Kenneth has not won any election in Nigeria. He's my colleague. He's an actor lawyer. I'm an actor engineer. Yeah? He never win any election before. Peter Obi has won election twice. He was 2-term governor of Anambra State.
And he went to court.
Yeah? He has survived trials and tribulation to the electoral process. They impeach him. He go court, win him mandate back. If now fight, the guy has shown fight. The guy went into a race 8 months before time and was able to put up a fight for the first time. Any candidate who does not belong to a major party won Abuja and Lagos, the 2 seats of government of action in Nigeria. He won it. There has never been a president that has been president without winning those 2 places. He won those 2 places to show how his spread is. Abuja is northern part, Lagos is western part. You understand what I'm saying? He took those 2 states that INEC cannot deny. You get? So the man has proved himself as a fighter, as a people mobilizer, as a person with integrity, as a person where you fit say, I go stand behind you, whether money day or money no. So you don't get anything to prove to Kenneth. Kenneth never even win one election. But they carry and go court main defender successfully. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So you to say the man lacks the, you cannot say that. I know Peter personally. He was at my 50th birthday. He was one of my guests at my 50th birthday. He's a strong man. Forget his soft voice. You understand? He's a man that is equal to other men. But when you approach Nigerian politics, you approach with wisdom. And history will tell you that people have gone. Bola Ige died here till tomorrow. Nigerian state never find who. Harry Marshall died in River State. Till today we see the talk story. Yeah? The one where they named this street after I'm here. No. Williams.
Williams. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. He died in Lagos State. Here we see the talk story. You understand what I'm saying? You will now add Peter to the list. If I be Peter, if Peter even tries, still there. Peter still there around. If I go there somewhere, they take breeze. Can we just move to another thing? Find me another topic.
For me personally, like I was saying before, because I don't just want to explain and expatiate so that you guys will just get the 2 or 3 videos about all of this. But me personally, let me dissect about the issues. Kenneth Okonkwo is an Hollywood star who happens to be an enthusiast in lost fame, and that along the line he have interest in politics. So when I first saw his video, aspiring and campaigning for our ex-president Buhari, the worst president in the entire universe, was saying Buhari is the best. Buhari will do this. Buhari is that. After all of this, Buhari not give a position. Within the 2 cents, he decamp, run to PDP. Before you know, Atiku is this, Atiku is that. Before you know, Atiku no win, you decamp, you run to Labour. Peter Obi is this, Peter Obi is the best, Peter Obi is good. Now Peter Obi did not win. I don't know the next political party is running to now, because now he's saying that Peter Obi is not capable. If Peter Obi is not capable, you say those 3 people should step aside. Maybe not Showore, or maybe not he himself won't come out. He thought that politics is all about gree. That is what moved Showore. Showore has a lot of ambition, good ambition for Nigeria, but he was outspoken, doing everything with chest. I will put this one in prison, I will put this one in prison. People will want to put for prison. Now they control the same people who want campaign, who want vote for you. You cannot expect somebody like you to say you want to put let's say, for example, the ex-president for prison, and you which is Olusegun Obasanjo, and you expect his cabinet to vote for you, or Nelson Wike. These are the people that can ring election, that can stash ballot box, and if you are threatening them, they cannot. And Peter Obi is just in Labour Party, like what Dele Farotimi said. He is just in Labour. You don't expect him to go there and start dictating for them. It becomes a dictatorship. And for that, they will not work with him in 2027. Already, a lot of people are decamping already. So you don't expect this kind of things to play out. So for me, I will just end this video here, waiting for you guys to comment your thoughts. What are your thoughts about all of this? Please, I'll be waiting for you in the comment section. Remember, I love you, but God love you more. If you love me, the only way you can show your love is to subscribe. Comment your thoughts about what you think about Kenneth Okonkwo and all of that. All right.
Now, look at one Obaze that I used to respect. Look at what he wrote. Hey, Kenneth's going, he's going to greener pasture. I wish him well. P2B, he got his popularity in movie. He got political relevance from P2B. Baldadash, let him go and practice his mischievous diplomacy to men of greater gullibility.
So what do
now, let me tell you about that statement. He said, I got political relevance from P2B. That's an insult and an assault to the power of celebrity. Movie stars, celebrities give relevance to politicians, not the other way around. When I resigned from APC, the whole world carried it. When I started talking about P2B, I have never met him. And this is not to diminish the mutual symbiotic value that we added to each other, that actually elevated each other. But for you to say he gave me political relevance, that's an insult.
There are those who say if it was Peter Obi that was elected president, if it was Atiku Abubakar, they would have done better than what we are seeing today.
Nobody could have done better than what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing today.
So you think that what we are getting today is the best any leader can offer Nigeria as of now?
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the best manifesto out of the three top candidates. And I challenge any of them to present their manifesto and let us compare. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has stayed true to his manifesto. His processes are speaking in alignment to what he hopes to achieve. And I'm very happy with that. But at the same time, we know that, you're
happy that Nigerians are hungry. Because those policies, you said you're happy with those policies. But those who will say the policies are making some Nigerians more hungry.
Well, like I said, I knew the pains that was going to come with some of these policies, and I prepared myself for it. But at the same time, I must not put myself in the shoes of every other person and assume that they will be able to bear the pain as much as I would.
You don't think, as a Rivers man, you don't think Wike is working in FCT? Do you think he's one of the ministers you rate high? Why is it difficult for you to be able to...
Let me give you this instance.
Okay.
If you have a budget of over 1 trillion naira and you now come up with completing projects that are 90% complete or 80% complete in order for you to do publicity stunts, in order for you to do advertisements and show that you are working and show that you have capacity to work, that is not enough.